suit hangs in the closet, only comes out once a week. Mama pressed it every Saturday. Now it's up to me. There's a little wear around the collar, a stitch or two out of place, but I wear it with thanksgiving every Sunday by God's grace. The church bell rings across the valley. Folks arrive with handshakes warm, some in ties and polished leather, some in overalls still warm. It never mattered what we came in, only why we came at all. Every heart that bows before Him stands the same before the Lord. This old Sunday suit has seen 1,000 prayers, joyful songs and tearful nights, and answers placed with care. It's not the clothes I wear that make me who I am. It's the mercy of my Savior and the nail-scarred hands. I've watched children grow to parents, watched gray hair replace the brown, watched new babies blessed on Sunday, and old friends laid gently down. Through every season of this journey, one thing never changed: God was faithful every Sunday, just the same as yesterday. One day I'll leave this old jacket folded on a wooden chair, but I know I'll walk to heaven clothed in grace instead. This old Sunday suit has walked a faithful road. Every step has led me closer to my Father's home. It's not the clothes I wear or anything I've done. I'm just thankful that my Jesus called me this old Sunday suit still fits my soul.
Daddy had an old cane fishing pole leaning by the back porch wall. Every Saturday at sunrise he'd say, "Boy, let's catch 'em all." Down by Miller's Creek we'd wander, where the water ran so slow. Funny how I learned life's lessons at that old fishing hole. Some days not a single bite, some days more than we could keep. Daddy'd smile and say, "God don't measure blessings by the size of what we reap." I was too young to understand him. Now those words still fill my soul. Every answer that I've needed started at that fishing hole. Down at the old fishing hole, where the river takes its time, he taught me faith, one cast at a time. Life keeps changing, seasons come and go, but I still hear heaven at the old fishing hole. Now my hands look just like Daddy's, weathered by the passing years. Sometimes I take my grandson there and hear those words so clear. The water keeps on flowing just like mercy always does. God was waiting by that river long before I knew his love. The biggest catch I ever made never came with hook and line. It was learning the Lord walks beside us one day at a time. Down at the old fishing hole, peace still fills my soul. Every ripple tells a story only heaven fully knows. When my days are over and I finally go, save a little place for me at the old fishing hole. When the road keeps winding farther than I planned, and I can't hold tomorrow in these hands, there's a quiet voice that tells me not to fear. Every step I take, I know you're near. I may not see beyond this bend today, but I know the one who leads the
carries me home. When my strength is gone, it sings through the night till the morning comes. When I cannot see, I still believe your promise is enough for me. Storms may rise, but I won't walk alone. Faith carries me home. I've seen mountains move without a sound, mercy growing where hope wasn't found. Every answered prayer began the very same, with a heart that trusted in your name. Not because the road is always clear, not because there's never pain or tears, but because your faithful hand, I know, has never let me go. Faith carries me home. When my strength is gone, it sings through the night till the morning comes. When I cannot see, I still believe your promise is enough for me. Every mile reminds my soul I'm safely in your loving hold, until I see your heavenly throne. Faith carries me home.
There's a mourning dove that sings out every morning by my door, soft and low and sorrowful, like she's grieving something sore. Mama used to say that ain't sorrow, son, that's peace you're hearing there. That's the sound the Spirit makes when He's drifting through the air. Sounds like sorrow, sings like peace, that morning dove I hear, calling soft and steady every morning I've been near. Some folks think that sound is sad, but I've come to understand that's the quietest kind of comfort, drifting gentle through this land. Morning that we buried Daddy, one was calling from a tree, and something about that gentle sound just seemed to comfort me. I ain't saying it was heaven talking, I ain't saying it was a sign, but I felt a peace come over me that I can't quite define.
Sounds like sorrow, sings like peace. That mourning dove I hear, calling soft and steady. Every morning I've been near. Some folks think that sound is sad, but I've come to understand that's the quietest kind of comfort, drifting gentle through this land. The Spirit came down like a dove, that's what the old book said. Quiet as a Sunday morning, gentle as a feather bed. Maybe that's why the dove's song settles something deep in me, a quiet kind of comfort for whatever I can't see. Sounds like sorrow, sings like peace. That morning dove I hear, calling soft and steady. Every morning I've been near. Some folks think that sound is sad, but I've come to understand that's the quietest kind of comfort, drifting gentle through this land.
Leather's cracked and edges softened from 1,000 times I've checked, just to make sure that she's still there, just to make sure I don't forget. Taking on our porch in springtime, she was laughing at the sun. Didn't know that afternoon we'd only have a few more years to run. I carry her in my wallet, right behind my old ID. Closest thing I've got to holding hands with her since heaven set her free. Some folks think it's just a picture, some old paper worn and thin, but it's the closest thing to prayer that this old heart has ever been. 6 years now since I lost her, and the house still feels too still. But I take that picture out sometimes just to talk about His will. I ain't got all the answers why she went and I'm still here, but that picture's got a way of making heaven feel a little near. I carry her in my wallet, right behind my old ID. Closest thing I've got to holding hands with her since heaven set her free. Some folks think it's just a picture, some old paper worn and thin,
It's the closest thing to prayer that this old heart has ever been. My grandkids ask about her, and I show them that old photo. Tell them this is where you come from. This is part of how you grow. And someday when I'm called home to, and I'm walking through that door, I believe I'll see that same smile, only closer than before. I carry her in my wallet, right behind my old ID. Closest thing I've got to holding hands with her since heaven set her free. Some folks think it's just a picture, some old paper, worn and thin, but it's carried me through grief and carried me closer to Him.
There's an old screen door on a farmhouse, still squeaks the way it did before. Mama used to leave it open when the summer breeze came through the door. Daddy'd come in from the pasture, dusty boots and tired hands, wash his face at the kitchen sink, then he'd bow his head and pray. Didn't have a lot of money, but we never went without. There was always food upon the table and a Bible laid right out. Sunday clothes beside the bedroom, working clothes beside the barn. We had little in our pockets, but we had Jesus in our hearts. That's the way we learn to live, that's the way we learn to pray. Thank the Lord for what He's given and give a little more away. Love your neighbor, help your brother, trust the Lord through every storm. That's the way we learn to live, that's the way we made it home. Now the years have changed that old place, and the barn is showing age, but I still see my daddy standing with that Bible on the page. And when my own days get heavy, I can hear those words again. Son, the Lord will walk beside you till your journey finds its end. I used to think we had so little, now I know we had it all. A little house, a faithful family, and the Savior when we'd fall. That's the way we learn to live, that's the way we learn to pray. Thank the Lord for every blessing and forgive along the way. Love your neighbor, help your brother, keep your faith when times get hard. That's the way we learn to live, with Jesus in our hearts. That's the way we learn to live. We learn to live.
Once a year on a Thursday night, they'd bring the basin out. Preacher kneel in front of deacons, wash their feet without a doubt. I remember watching as a boy, thinking it seemed so strange. A grown man on his knees like that, nothing about it seemed to change. Just an old tin wash basin, water gone a little cold, but it taught me more about serving than any story ever told. The greatest of us kneels the lowest, that's what the basin said. Just like the man who washed the feet of the very ones who'd betray him instead. I've spent my whole life trying to be first, trying to be seen, climbing over folks to get there, forgetting what it means to kneel down for another, to serve without a name. But that basin taught me something that my pride could never claim. Just an old tin wash basin, water gone a little cold, but it taught me more about serving than any story ever told. The greatest of us kneels the lowest, that's what the basin said. Just like the man who washed the feet of the very ones who'd betray him instead. Now when I see a need around me and my pride wants to walk by, I think about that basin and I think about the why somebody knelt for me once, washed a debt I could not pay. Least that I can do is kneel for somebody else today. Just an old tin wash basin, water gone a little cold, but it taught me more about serving than any story ever told. The greatest of us kneels the lowest, that's what the basin said. Just like the man who washed the feet of the very ones who'd betray him instead.
I used to lay awake at night, listen for that train, wondering where it might could take me, wondering if I'd feel less pain. Every whistle sounded like a promise from a world I'd never seen, full of everything my daddy's house had never let me be. That old night train still running through the edge of this old town, still calling out to restless hearts to leave and don't look around. I almost climbed aboard it more than once when I was young, but something kept on holding me, something stronger than that song. I finally ran at 19, chased a dream I couldn't name, found out real quick them city lights don't burn out fear or shame. I called my mama from a payphone, told her I was lost. She said, come on home, son, Grace, don't ever count the cost. That old night train still running through the edge of this old town, still calling out to restless hearts to leave and don't look around. I almost climbed aboard it more than once when I was young, but something kept on holding me, something stronger than that song. Now I hear that whistle blowing, and it don't sound like it used to. Sounds like freedom, sure enough, but not the kind I once knew. Real freedom staying put and letting Jesus do the leading, not running from the only love that's ever worth receiving. That old night train still running through the edge of this old town, still calling out to restless hearts, but I ain't going nowhere now. I hear that whistle blowing and I just wave it on along, 'cause I found the only freedom that was ever in that song. I woke up before the sunrise, coffee warming in my hands, read a little from my Bible, thank the Lord for all I have. I've seen storms that bent the oak trees, I've walked miles through pouring rain, still His mercy met me smiling every single day the same. Mama taught me how to pray slow, Daddy showed me honest work. Every blessing worth remembering started with the Savior first. I've got wrinkles full of stories,
I've got scars that still remain. Everyone became a witness to the power of His name. When Jesus calls my name, I won't be afraid. I'll leave these dusty roads for heaven's golden gates. Every tear He knows, every prayer He saved, I've lived by His amazing grace. When Jesus calls my name, until that morning I'll keep singing. Every mile He's walked with me, helping neighbors, loving strangers, just the way He asked me be. If tomorrow never finds me, tell my children not to cry. There's a home beyond the river where we'll meet again someday. The cross was never just a story. The empty grave changed everything. Hope is stronger than the darkness. Our Redeemer lives as King. When Jesus calls my name, I won't be afraid. I'll leave these dusty roads for heaven's golden gates. Every tear He knows, every prayer He saved, I've lived by His amazing grace. When Jesus calls my name, when Jesus calls my name, I'll finally be home.
I asked her on a hayride underneath the harvest moon, nervous as a schoolboy, humming some old tune. Hay stuck to her sweater, laughing at my silly jokes. Best night of my whole life, and I ain't one who often boasts. Harvest moon was shining down on a couple in the hay, young, green, and hopeful about whatever came our way. 40 years gone by since then, and I still feel that same old thrill every harvest moon that rises over that same old hill. We didn't have much money, didn't need a fancy car, just a tractor pulling a wagon and the light of every star. I told her I ain't got much, but I've got a hard-working hand, and I've got a faith that's steady, and I've got a little land. Harvest moon was shining down on a couple in the hay, young, green, and hopeful about whatever came our way. 40 years gone by since then, and I still feel that same old thrill every harvest moon that rises over that same old hill. We've had our years of plenty, and we've had our years of lean, but every fall when harvest
comes, I take her out to sea. That same old moon still rising, same old fields, same old hay. And I thank the Lord for giving me one more harvest day. Harvest moon is shining down on an old couple in the hay. Older now, but just as hopeful about whatever comes our way. 40 years gone by, sweetheart, and I still feel that same old thrill. Every harvest moon that rises over that same old hill. Sun-O style promise.
Ten miles of gravel between the highway and the house. I used to run it barefoot, wild as a country mouse. Left here with an angry heart and a bottle in the truck. Told myself I'd never come back, told myself I don't need luck. But this gravel road remembers every boy who's ever strayed, every wrong turn, every heartbreak, every prayer somebody prayed. It don't judge you for the dust you carry on your soul. It just leads you 1 mile at a time back home. 15 years of hard living and a phone call in the night said, come on home now, son, before it's not alright. So I packed the truck at midnight, drove till the sun came up, and that same old road was waiting like it never gave up. But this gravel road remembers every boy who's ever strayed, every wrong turn, every heartbreak, every prayer somebody prayed. It don't judge you for the dust you carry on your soul. It just leads you 1 mile at a time back home. Found my daddy on the porch step, waiting like he knew. Said, I've been praying for this gravel road every day for you. No speech, no blame, just open arms instead. That's when I understood what grace really said. This gravel road remembers every boy who's ever strayed, every wrong turn, every heartbreak, every prayer that's ever prayed. It don't care about the miles, it just wants you whole. That old gravel road will always lead you home. Mama kept an old hymn book wrapped in faded leather brown. Every page had little notes written all around. Some were marked with happy days, some were stained with tears. Every song became a memory growing through the years. Mama's hymn book never let me down when life got heavy
those songs stayed around. Amazing grace, just as I am. Those old melodies still hold my hand. Now it's sitting on my table, though Mama's been gone a while. Funny how those worn out pages still make heaven feel close by. Some things get forgotten, some things disappear, but songs that honor Jesus stay forever here. Mama's hymn book still sings today. Every page reminds me God still makes a way. Amazing grace, just as I am. Those old melodies still hold my hand. That old barn still leans a little, just like 40 years ago. Daddy raised it board by board, with hands as hard as stone. Every nail still tells a story, every beam still stands with pride. More than wood is holding up what's inside. Life has weathered me much harder than the wind has weathered pine, but the faith he built inside me only grew with time. These hands built a barn, but Jesus built a man. Boards may fall and fields may change, but God's love still stands. If I leave one thing behind, when my work is done, I pray they see His grace in the life I've lived. Now I hear my hammer ringing beside my youngest son. Funny how the Father's blessings keep passing one by one. Every house needs a foundation, every soul needs something more. Mine was built upon the rock forevermore. These hands built a barn, but Jesus built this heart. That's a work no storm could ever tear apart. Bought it with $100 and a whole lot more of prayer. Slipped it on her finger on the steps of that white church right there. 47 years this April, and it's thinner than before, worn down from the dishes and the work and so much more. This old ring's been through the fires, been through the flood and drought, been through years we couldn't pay the bills, and years we couldn't work. it's still around her finger, and it's still around my heart. A promise made in front of God ain't supposed to fall apart. We buried a baby girl in '79, and I thought that ring might break, but she held my hand and whispered, "This is grace, not a mistake." We've had our share of silent suppers, and we've had our share of fights, but that ring keeps calling us back home on the hardest nights. This old ring's been through the fires, been through the flood and drought, been through years we couldn't pay the bills, and years we couldn't work it out. But it's still around her finger, and it's still around my heart. A promise made in front of God ain't supposed to fall apart. Young folks ask the secret, how we've made it all these years. I just show them this old ring, worn down by love and tears. Ain't no secret, really, just a promise that we kept, showing up for one another every morning that we've slept. This old ring's been through the fires, been through the flood and drought, been through every kind of hardship this old world could dish out. But it's still around her finger, and it's still around my heart. A promise made in front of God, still not torn apart.
My granddad left an old red toolbox, a worn-out Bible and a name. He said, "Son, these hands won't last forever, but your choices always will remain." He never owned a big vacation, never drove a brand new car, but every Sunday right on time, he'd thank the Lord for where we are. Now my hair's turning silver, my own boys are fully grown. Funny how the years keep moving faster than I've ever known. I can't promise them a fortune,
or 100 acres wide, but I can show them how to trust the one who never leaves their side. Leave them something worth keeping, more than money in a frame. Leave them honest hands and a family name. Leave them Sunday mornings and a heart that loves the Lord. When everything else fades away, that's what they'll remember for. Leave them something worth keeping. Every meal around this table, every prayer before we eat, every story about God's goodness plants another little seed. Maybe years from now, my grandson will tell his little girl, your great-grandpa wasn't perfect, but he loved the Lord above this world. The fields won't last forever, neither will these bones, but faith can travel farther than anything we own. Leave them something worth keeping, something time can't steal away. Leave them grace and mercy for another day. Leave them hope for tomorrow. Leave them peace inside. If they know the love of Jesus, then you've done all right. Leave them something worth keeping. That's the richest man you'll ever be. There's an old courthouse in my hometown, brick by brick, it's still standing tall. That old clock keeps on turning like it never cared at all. I've watched children become parents, watched old friends fade away, but that bell still rings each morning
like it did back yesterday. I spent years just chasing hours, trying to outrun the day, working hard from dawn till supper, always thinking there's no way. Then one Sunday, my old preacher said something I'll never forget. You can always make more money, you can't buy 1 minute back. The old courthouse clock keeps ticking on, but peace don't come from running strong. Love your family, walk with the Lord. Time is the one thing you can't afford. When the hands stop and this life is gone, you'll be glad you spent your time with God. Now I take my coffee slower, wave at folks along the square, hold my grandkids just a little longer. Thank the Lord they're here. Every sunset feels much richer. Every Sunday means much more. Funny how the years keep teaching what the heart was made for. Every season has a reason, every gray hair tells a story. God was never counting dollars, He was counting moments. The old courthouse clock still ticks away, but grace is new every single day. Hold your loved ones, read God's word. The sweetest sound you'll ever hear isn't that old bell, it's His voice calling you near. Time keeps moving, His love never does.
That skillet's older than my daddy, black as midnight, heavy as sin. Mama used it every morning to fry the eggs and call us in. Cornbread, bacon, Sunday chicken, seasoned by 100 years. Every meal she made in that old skillet washed away our fears. It's just an old iron skillet hanging by the door, but it's fed more love and comfort than a fancy kitchen could pour. Every scar and every seasoning came from years of of getting by, Mama cooked her faith right in it, and I'd taste it till I died. When money got real tight, back in the winter of '09, she'd stretch a pound of beans into a meal that tasted fine. Never heard her once complain about the little that we had. Said the Lord provides the table, we just gotta be glad. It's just an old iron skillet hanging by the door, but it's fed more love and comfort than a fancy kitchen could pour. Every scar and every seasoning came from years of getting by. Mama cooked her faith right in it, and I'd taste it till I died. Now that skillet's hanging in my kitchen, seasoned black as coal. And when I cook my kids a supper, I feel it in my soul. Same old grease, same old fire, same old grace she showed, passing down a little kitchen full of everything she sowed. It's just an old iron skillet hanging by my door, but it's fed more love and comfort than a fancy kitchen could pour. Every scar and every seasoning tells you who we are. Mama's gone, but she's still with us every time that skillet's warm.
Every night before I lock up, I leave one light burning low, just in case those tired footsteps find their way back down this road. That old swing still keeps on waiting by the fence beneath the trees. Some folks call it wishful thinking, I just call it faith in me. I've watched seasons come and leave here, fields turn green and then to gold. I've prayed more than I have spoken since the day he left our home. Every letter never answered, every mile he chose to roam couldn't make this father's love fade, couldn't make this heart let go. The porch light's still on, the front door's never locked. Mercy doesn't run away, love never stops. If you've wandered far, if you've cared
Then one evening through the twilight, I saw someone walking slow. It hung low with empty pockets, like a man who'd lost his hope. I didn't wait for explanations, didn't ask where he had been. I just ran and wrapped my arms around him. Grace had brought my boy back in. That's the way my Jesus loves us. When we think we've gone too far, He still waits with open arms. Every single broken heart, the porch light's still on, the front door's never locked. Mercy doesn't run away. Love never stops. No matter where you've been, no matter what you've done, there's a Savior waiting down the road to welcome you back home. The porch light's still on. Come on home. Church was just 4 walls and a tin roof on a gravel road. But that altar rail up front held more than any story ever told. Worn smooth from 100 years of trembling hands that came, kneeling down with broken hearts and rising up not the same. There's a wooden rail up at the front of a little country church, where the weight of living gets laid down. Grace does all the work. I've seen hard men cry like babies. I've seen old women shout. Something happens at that altar can't be talked about. I remember Daddy walking down when I was just a boy. Knees hit that rail like they was breaking, but his face was full of joy. Preacher didn't say too much, just put his hand up on his back. Sometimes the loudest sermon is a good man on his knees. There's a wooden rail up at the front of a little country church, where the weight of living gets laid down, and grace does all the work. I've seen hard men cry like babies. I've seen old women shout. Something happens at that altar that can't be talked about. I walked down there myself one Sunday, 19 and afraid. Laid down every mistake I'd made, and every debt I couldn't pay. Didn't feel a lightning bolt, didn't hear a mighty sound, just felt something lift up off me, kneeling at that rail I found. There's a wooden rail up at the front of that little country church, where the weight of living still gets laid down, and grace still does the work. I've seen hard men cry like babies. I've seen old women shout, and I still don't understand it, but I know it's something I can't live without. Every first Sunday of the month, they'd set the table by the door. Little cups of grape juice, bread torn up from the store. Preacher'd read the words real slow about the night before he died, and the whole church got so quiet you could hear the clock inside. This do in remembrance, that's what the writing said. Just a little cup and a little piece of bread, but it carries more than any meal I've ever had. It's the table where I'm reminded that I'm loved and that I'm glad. I didn't understand it fully when I was just a child. Thought it was just crackers, thought the silence was just mild. But as I got some years on me and buried some I loved, I understood that table's more than bread. It's a love from up above. This do in remembrance, that's what the writing said. Just a little cup and a little piece of bread, but it carries more than any meal I've ever had. It's the table where I'm reminded that that I'm loved and that I'm glad. Every time I take that table, I remember who I need. Every time I take that cup, I lay down my own greed. It ain't about deserving, it ain't about being clean. It's about a table set for sinners and everything in between. This do in remembrance, that's what the writing said. Just a little cup and a little piece of bread, but it carries more than any meal I've ever had. It's the table where I'm reminded that grace is all I have.
There's a Bible on the table right beside my daddy's chair. Pages worn from years of reading, corners folded here and there. Every morning before sunrise, before the coffee ever brewed, he'd read a little from God's promise before he'd lace up his old boots. That old house has heard some laughter, it has heard a whole lot of tears. Prayers whispered through the hard times that carried us through all those years. When the money wasn't plenty and the road got hard to climb, that Bible never lost its place. Neither did God's guiding light. There's a Bible on the table, and peace inside these walls. We've seen seasons come and go, but His mercy outlasts them all. When the world's changing fast, nothing feels the same. There's a Bible on the table. Jesus never changed. Now my hair's turned to silver, my children have children too. Every Sunday after supper, they come walking through. Little hands turn those old pages, just like I used to do. I pray they'll find the same sweet comfort that carried my family through. Wood grows old, paint starts to fade, strong hands grow weak with passing days. But every promise the good still stands today. There's a Bible on the table, still open every night, still leading every traveler toward God's faithful light. When my days are over and my race is finally through, leave that Bible on the table. It'll keep pointing them to you. Right there. On the table. He wore it every summer, sweat-stained and bent at the brim. Said a man don't need much shade, just enough to see the Lord's work clear and dim. He'd tip it back to wipe his brow, tip it down against the sun. Wore that hat through every harvest till the final roll was done. Daddy's straw hat's hanging by the door where he left it last, sun-bleached and a little crooked from the years that moved so fast. I don't wear it much, just keep it, just to see it hanging there. Reminds me of a good man and life spent up in prayer. He never was a preacher, never stood behind no pulpit stand, but you could see his faith in every callus on his hand. He'd say, son, some men talk religion, other men just live it plain. Then he'd put that old hat on and walk back out into the rain. Daddy's straw hat's hanging by the door where he left it last, sun-bleached and a little crooked from the years that move so fast. I don't wear it much, just keep it, just to see it hanging there. Reminds me of a good man and a life spent up in prayer. I've got my own hat now, starting to look just like his did, sun-bleached at the edges, sweat-stained like a farmer's kid. And when my own boy asked me why I wear it every day, I'll tell him about his grandpa and the quiet way he'd pray. Daddy's straw hat's hanging by the door, right where I keep
it now. Sun bleached and a little crooked, just like his did somehow. I put it on some mornings just to feel him standing near. A good man and a life spent up in prayer right here. Right here.
Daddy never locked the back door, never feared the setting sun. He'd say this world gets mighty restless, but God's work is never done. There was dust upon the gravel, crickets singing through the pines. Every evening he'd remind me, son, don't lose your way tonight. I chased dreams across the counties, worked wherever work was found. Every paycheck bought me something, none of it could settle down. Funny how an old man's wisdom starts making sense with age. Some truths don't grow any older, they're written on the heart. Home before dark, that's where peace begins, right where mercy waits. Again and again, when this world runs wild and pulls your heart apart, you'll always find Jesus waiting home before dark. Now my grandson asks me questions just before the daylight fades. I tell him every road looks different, but God's love stays the same. The brightest light I've ever followed wasn't hanging in the sky. It was the love of my Savior leading me all my life. Home before dark, that's where hope still lives, where forgiveness waits and always gives, no matter how far this old road may wind. With Jesus beside me, I'm already had a cast iron bell hanging on the back porch post. Rang it every evening when the sun sat on the coast. Didn't matter what we's doing, didn't matter where we roamed. When that bell rang out across the field, it meant it was time to come home. Ring that dinner bell, ring it loud and clear, calling every wandering one that the table's set right here. Don't matter how far you scatter, don't matter what you've done. That bell don't ask you questions, it just calls you home, son. I've heard a lot of sounds since then, sirens, phones, and noise, but nothing ever settled me like that sound from my boyhood. Now I've got a bell of my own hanging by my door, and when I ring it for my kids, I hear my mama's voice once more. Ring that dinner bell, ring it loud and clear, calling every wandering one that the table's set right here. Don't matter how far you scatter, don't matter what you've done. That bell don't ask you questions, it just calls you home, son. I think that's how the Lord must call us, gentle but so clear, not nagging, not demanding, just letting us know He's near. Ring after ring, He's calling every wandering one back in. The table's always ready, and grace don't care where you've been. Ring that dinner bell, ring it loud and clear, calling every wandering one that the table's set right here. Don't matter how far you scatter, don't matter what you've done. That bell don't ask you questions, it just calls you home, son.
Found it in my grandpa's toolbox, buried under bolts and screws, bent and rusted, nothing special, nothing I could use. But he told me once the story of a nail like that one there. Said there's a kind of love song that a rusty nail can wear. Just an old rusty nail, ordinary as can be, but it cost the Son of God everything to set a sinner free. I keep it in my pocket, not for luck, but just to know the weight of what that nail once held, and how far love will go. I've held some heavy things in life, regret and shame and pride, but nothing heavier than knowing what that nail once had to buy. It wasn't just the metal, it was every wrong I've done, nailed up on a Friday so that grace could be my own. Just an old rusty nail, ordinary as can be, but it cost the Son of God everything to set a sinner free. I keep it in my pocket, not for luck, but just to know the weight of what that nail once held, and how far love will go. Some folks wear a golden cross, and that's a fine thing too, but I keep a rusty nail to remind me what is true. It ain't about the shine of it, it's about the price it paid, a love that took the hammer so my debt could be repaid. Just an old rusty nail, ordinary as can be, but it cost the Son of God everything to set a sinner free. I keep it in my pocket, not for luck, but just to know the weight of what that nail once held, and how far love will go.